Hello and welcome to part 29 of this chess puzzle run on chess.com, where you can solve these puzzles along with me. Pause the video at any time if you need more time to think. But let's begin here. So black has just moved a bishop up here to f8, attacking our queen. So what can white do here in this position? The knight cannot attack the bishop or capture the bishop, as this rook would take our queen. So let's see if we have anything else that we can do. We have a bishop aimed up there, a knight. The queen cannot mate here on g7 because of this bishop. So, what would be best here? Well, we could just maybe capture this bishop, which is unprotected. But let's look at the material. So black has 4 minor pieces and we only have 2. And then as far as pawns are even. So white is behind in material here by 2 minor pieces, by a bishop and a knight. So white must do something here. Well, maybe if we capture this bishop, then the rook could capture our bishop. Or this rook could capture the knight. No, because then the bishop could recapture. So if queen captures, rook captures, maybe knight captures here and threatens a mate on h7 with the knight on f8 and the queen on b7. So that might be a possibility. So queen captures. If the rook captures here, then we capture this bishop, threatening the mate. But the king could just move here to g8. Let's see. Then if we capture with the queen on h7, the king could capture our knight, which will be on f8. So I don't know then. Then it doesn't look too good. So maybe there is something else we can do. Is there any other crazy moves that we have here? Is there a queen sacrifice somehow? Queen captures on h7, forcing the king to capture, but then I don't see any follow-up. If the queen were to go here, the bishop could just capture. I don't know, this doesn't look too good. It looks like there's going to be some crazy exchanges going on. So I hope you are finding a better move. If the queen just captures here on b7, then how do we follow up? We're attacking the rook. So maybe the rook captures, like I was saying earlier, captures our bishop. Then our knight would be able to capture their bishop. We're threatening a mate. Then what do we do? If we capture this pawn, the king recaptures our knight, which would be on f8. Then we could check him. And if he starts to move, we could keep checking him. But I don't know. That's the only thing I see, is to just start capturing. Maybe capture this bishop, but that looks pretty obvious. So, Nope, and I guess that was too obvious. It did not want that move. All right. Well, another option is to... No, that wouldn't work. I don't know here. This is one of them ridiculous... Oh, I overlooked a move. I overlooked a check here. All right. Well, I hope you found that. I just overlooked a simple check. Let's see. I guess I was trying to make the game more difficult than it actually was. So now we have check, check. All right. Okay, well, I hope you found that. I just overlooked a simple check that started the attack. Well, that is the lesson learned for that puzzle. Look for all the checks that are possible. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, a pawn is moved, attacking our knight here. So, what can we do? Well, I should learn from the last mistake and look for all the checks. Okay, we have a bishop check here, which is possible, but, well, that works because he would have to run here, and then we could check again with this rook. That would force him to move, but that could gain us material. So that looks to be the correct move. All right, so we check again. And now what? Just capture here. That looks to be the move. And then we can move our knight away. But let's make sure there aren't any checks that are any better moves. Well, we might as well just capture that, and then we'll just move our knight and be ahead in material. We'll have two bishops for his rook here, and then pawns. They have 7. I don't know. We have 5. So they would actually be ahead, what, by 1 pawn. So what can we do here if we capture that knight? Does that do anything? Let's see. Well, we could move here and threaten a fork. So that's possible, but the king could just move over, preventing it. Oh, we can still move there. All right, and the rook would be trapped. All right. Okay, well, I hope you got that one. Let's move on to another one. I'll try and do maybe 3 more problems here since that first one took so long, and which was pretty bad because it was just an overlooked simple check by the queen. All right, we are in check here by this knight, and our only options when you're in check is to capture the attacker, block the attacker, or run. Since it's a knight, we can't block. We could run here to h2. The queen could capture, but then of course we'd be recaptured by their queen. So it looks like running is the best option. King to h2. But what will happen then? Let's see. The rooks are covering us pretty good, so I think we'll be all right. But it looks like we're forced to run here. So if we're forced to run, okay, now we can capture this knight. But do we trade off the queens first? So let's look at material, because we have 6 pawns. They have 7. Well, I don't know. We could capture this pawn. Then the pawns would be even. And, they would be forced to capture with their queen. We could recapture their queen. But then they could maybe move their knight and get away. Should we capture? Just capture here. Oh, wait a minute. Or we just capture their queen, pull their pawn over, then we capture here, and we would just be ahead. We'd keep our bishop. All right. Okay, well, I hope you found that one. Let's try and get 2 more problems in. Hopefully we can solve them. Okay, a pawn has just moved forward to g4, attacking our queen here. So we most likely have to move that queen. But let's see what else is going on. There is a threat here of mate. No, not a mate, because both of these rooks, this rook is protecting the other, but we'll be in trouble here if white captures our rook. And if we would recapture, the queen would recapture with check. We would have to run here. Then the queen could attack us again on f8. And we would have to run. Okay, so what can we do here with our queen? Well, let's look at the checks. We could check here with our queen on h3, and the only thing the king can do is move forward, and then this rook would be able to check him again. And now he has different options of moving forward. Let's see, check. If he moves here, our queen can attack him again. I think that's the way to begin, because we'll have the rook and the queen chasing his king around. So queen to h3, attacking. His king will have to move forward to f4 because this pawn is blocking e4. So then the rook can capture this pawn with check, driving him forward even more. If he goes here, the queen can go to h6 and mate. If he goes here, then what? Then we can attack again with the queen. So that looks pretty good. And I overlooked this block by the bishop. So that just changed things. All right. Well, now What do we do? How do we follow things up? Well, now we can just take his rook, it looks like. Just take his rook. All right, so we're in check now. So what do we do? Hide in the corner? Probably just hide in the corner. That looks to be the best move. Because otherwise he'll start checking us. All right, just hide in the corner. That way he can't fork our king and the other rook or something. All right, well, I hope you were able to find that. I did overlook that little block by the bishop there. All right, so let's try one more problem. Okay, the knight has jumped forward here to c5. What is it threatening? This pawn, but it's protected by the bishop. Oh, but now the rook is threatening to capture our knight, which is pinned here to our king. Okay, let's look at material. 3, 4, they're ahead by 2 pawns. And then the minor pieces and rooks are even. So white is winning by 2 pawns here. So how can we try and, I don't know, turn the tables here? We do have a rook capturing with check here. And it'll be protected by this d5 bishop. So that looks to be the move. Okay, so looks like the rook can capture here on g2. The king will be forced to move into the corner, and we could sacrifice our rook then, and it would be a double check with the bishop and the rook, so the king would be forced to recapture. Then this rook could slide over with check, and the only option would be to block by the bishop, and then we capture with mate. So that looks good. All right, and then this, block, and mate. All right, well, I hope you found that, and I'll stop there for today. That way this video doesn't get too long. And just remember, try and solve tactics regularly, every day if you can, but of course people are busy and don't always have time. But if you have nothing else to do, try and do some tactics, or if you don't have time to do anything else, excuse me, try and solve some tactics, and see if you can use them in your next game, the tactics that you learn, or keep an eye out for them. All right, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave comments or suggestions, and I hope you all have a great day, everyone. Thank you.